I want to welcome each and every one of you. I'm trying to figure out oh, right here. I want to welcome everybody to our Zoom today. And I'm having a little trouble with my mute button. So if you guys wouldn't mind muting yourself, that would be awesome. And I'm going to try this again. Hold on one sec. Okay, we're going to mute. There we go. Okay, so today, gratitude. Everybody complains. So if we live in a world of gratitude, boy, are we lucky. Because there's definitely lots of people that haven't found that yet. And so one of the things we can help people do is find gratitude and start each day with a grateful heart, because there's a lot of people out there that complain about a lot of things, as we know. And so I thought this is a funny little cartoon. Okay, so today what I wanted to talk about for the weekend is all of us masterminds really going out there and building our customer base. But I came across, as I go through the internet, this was just on Google. I just typed in the word side hustle and all of this came up. So it says 50 plus side hustles, 84 extremely surprising side hustles, how starting a side hustle could be your best investment. And it went on and on and on, pages and pages and pages. So as we know, more and more, what people are up to is they might have a full-time gig, which some of us do, and then they have what they call their side hustle or their home-based business, what it used to be always be called. Side hustle maybe is a little more sexy, a little bit more relevant in today's market. But the reality is there's no shortage of that. So that means that people are every single day either thinking about it, being talked about it, maybe, wondering if it's something right for them. And I go back to seeing that very interesting Shark Tank where Mark Cuban was listening to this girl talk about her business that she was starting, and it's actually become a very big business, and he actually invested in it. And when he asked her what it was, he said, well, this is a business in a box for $750. And my business in a box is to teach you how to make a flower arrangement. So there's lots of really creative different ways that people are doing their side hustle based on what they find is, makes them happy, or is fun, or maybe they really, really are interested in someday opening up a larger flower arranging business. Who knows? But this is the type of thing that's going on now in our communities, in our cities, states, all over the world, and it's growing every single day. So I wanted to kind of give you that as a, somebody said to me the other day, who is a brand partner of mine, who's a business person, and she works a lot of hours, and I said, I really wanted you to come to the regional, and she bought a ticket, and then she told me that, she just couldn't come. And I was so disappointed, because I thought, I know how hard she works, and I know that, she would love the content. She'd love hearing about the products and everything. And what I realized was, that, and she kind of mumbled it to me. She goes, Annie, nobody wants to do network marketing, my friends, she said. And I said, really? Are you sure about that? Are you sure they don't want to do something on the side to create, time freedom? Or do you have a little bit of an issue with it, Because I think sometimes people don't want to mention it because of the word network marketing. But if you say, maybe use a different word like, oh my God, everybody is doing a side hustle. Everybody's doing it. It makes it a little bit more fun and different. And it really is true. Everybody is doing it. So I wanted to focus our business this weekend on customers. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because this week I wanted to hopefully help everybody get their 3 or free qualified and help their new people get there. And the reason why is because I know that in any business, foundationally, it's all about your customers. Yes, we want to build brand partners. Yes, we want to build team members. But the reality is if you have a strong base of customers, eventually those customers love the product. They may be interested in your side hustle instead of getting into another one as time goes on. And they also are a great referral base. So they may lead you to a person who might want to do the business with you, or they may lead you to having some parties, or they may lead you to some sort of situation that works for you in your business. So customers are super important. And I think that we don't spend enough time on them. And not only do we not spend enough time on them, but we don't give them enough attention. So my idea for this weekend, if you have the time, is to call 5 customers this weekend, today, whatever works for you in your life. You can go into the back office, view your customer report. You can make a list of 5 customers that you've had, maybe hasn't received the product in a year, 6 months, whatever. And basically you're calling them just to connect and say hello. It's not going to be about doing a big salesy job or why aren't you getting the product or your credit card didn't go, whatever. None of that. Just, hey, I thought about you. I haven't talked to you in a while. I wanted to connect with you. And actually, my company has asked me to do a customer survey. And, you're the perfect person for me to talk to because I see that you haven't had the product in a while. And I'm really here to find out those reasons why, or what you're using, or why you're using it. And make it really simple and easy and get the information. So you can do a supplement survey, you can do a skincare survey, you can do a home-based business survey, or you can do all 3. But the idea is to call, connect, and just enjoy talking to the people and really getting their temperature on where they're at with the products, with maybe trying a new product. And so I kind of gave these questions, these survey questions the other day. I know Lori had asked me to repost them, but really and truthfully, you can create your own survey however you want. But this one says, do you currently use skincare? Do you take supplements? Do you currently own a home-based business? Would you ever be interested in hearing about a new generation of patented products for your skin, brain health? Do you know people in other countries? Would you like me to update you on our newest products from time to time? And if so, how often can I, reach out? Have you ever thought about a home-based business? Do you know anybody that might enjoy a home-based business? If you are currently using the Nerium products, are you likely to use our products consistently? And these are just questions. You guys can fill in the blanks however questions you want, depending upon the person. But if you try calling 5 people that you haven't spoken to in a few months and just say hi, it's amazing what transpires. Because typically people they ask you a question after you ask them a question. So if you say, hey, how are you? I had you in my mind. I'm so happy that you were there to pick up the phone. It's not really, doesn't work well just leaving a text or leaving a voicemail. This is really about connecting voice to voice or face to face. And when you say, how are you? And they say, fine, typically their response back is, and how are you? So that's where you can start the conversation. And I guarantee you 5 people will turn into something really, really incredible. So I wanted to kind of show you on those things to do on how to get your product for free and what that does to your business. You can see here that if you have one customer, right, that isn't leveraging the 3 or free, and you might have a $120 ADO. Now this could be very different. If somebody's getting a lot of the products, it could be a $350 ADO with one person. But think about the fact that if you could leverage your 3 or free and what that would mean in terms of your group qualifying volume. So this is just on a basic day and night cream, you guys, for 3 customers. But if you can imagine people that actually are ordering the skincare set or other things, that number will rise. And if you are concentrated on your customers, your GQV foundational volume can really not only help you to keep your rank, but it will help your people keep their rank. And it's really about the foundational customers. So that's a little graph kind of showing you why it's so important to get 3 or free and help others to do the same thing. Plus, not only are you getting your group qualifying volume, not only are you building your CCV, but you're also helping to solidify the fact that you're getting your product for free. And this is a very important thing. I get a lot of these products every single month for free. And I don't want to, yes, I would pay for them anyway because I love them, but I don't want to if I don't have to. I think it's a great thing that I can get them for free. So other things to do when you're talking to your customers is have something on the calendar to invite them to if the conversation goes around to that. So if you haven't seen one of your customers in a while and they're local, invite them over for a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and say, I'm so happy that you did this survey. And if they say something like, no, I don't know anything about your supplements, say, well, gosh, I'm having a little get together with just a few of my closest, friends to try some of the new products. I'd love to get you some samples. Would you like to come over for a glass of wine or some tea or whatever it is that you want to do? Make it simple, make it casual, make it normal, something that you want to do. This is my Fortune 14 list, and you can make it any way you want, but this is something that you can do this weekend. You can make a list of people that are maybe not only your customers, but they're maybe friends that you've run into, maybe people you want to touch base with. And basically, the idea with that is that, okay, so you talk to Annie, you want to schedule coffee. You talk to Sandy and you say, hey, I gotta send you this video about EHT that's helping so many people. I heard you say on the tennis court that you can't remember the score. This may be something that you might like. Robert, you might want to do a practice call to invite to a business meeting. Max, you want to drop off samples of Prolistic powder. Dora, you want to invite to a party. And Carol, you want to survey as a customer. These are the way I list out people and the things I do. And, if you can't do 5 of them, do 2 of them. 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day is the Fortune 14. So the tip is to write it out and decide how you want to do it. So there's no question. You don't even have to think about it. And maybe when you're starting somebody out new, it's an easier way to just say, well, let's go through your phone or your list and see who and let's make simple ideas to connect you guys, to keep you guys connected. Another really incredible thing now that we have that it builds every single day is our marketing, our public relations. This is pretty extraordinary, you guys, in terms of where we sit with our products in all of these magazines. And if you seek them out, I know we have some in the back office as our ability to send out, but it seems like on the Nerium International page, they pop up all the time. And you can private message somebody, you can screenshot it, you can text this and say, oh my gosh, we just got in OK Magazine, it's on the shelves right now with our Prolistic. When you use this kind of big advertising PR, it's impressive to people because these are magazines they see every single day, and we don't pay for these magazines. This is something that these editorial editors from these companies have checked out our product, and they've agreed to highlight them in their best of the best. So these are things you can do to utilize excitement and leverage in your business. I wanted to kind of go over the social media with you a little bit, because I know a lot of people want to use social media, and there's definitely ways of using social media that are effective, and then there's non-effective ways. And I think people think if they post something, it's naturally going to get to the people that they want to go to. But typically, unless you're posting specifically, or you're boosting your post, or it's on your business page and you're advertising, it really is a kind of a crapshoot on where it ends up. But there's ways to be very consistent with your social media and utilizing keywords in your social media that seems to create the conversation or have people go towards that. And those words are free, because, you, imagine, and new. And you can write any kind of any kind of script in your posts with utilizing these keywords. So when you're directing it to somebody, you're saying you can earn free product because I have the most amazing opportunity. Imagine getting free product that you absolutely love and that's new and exciting and whatever. So, that was just off the cuff, but you can utilize those words because those are keywords that people really draw to. And then the other side of this graph is what you can share every single day. And sometimes it's effective if you share at maybe twice a day, maybe at, 10 and 2, or you're specific on when you share. But the idea is to be consistent with whatever you do. So on Sunday, you can share expert advice, maybe a short quote. On Monday, it can be something humorous. There's lots of funny cartoons and things like that on the internet that you can share. On Tuesday, you can ask a question, share a photo, do a contest, create a conversation. On Wednesday, you can share positive news in your industry, maybe show that you're in a magazine, that your products are in magazines, and all the publicity that this company is getting. On Thursday, you can feature your customers, congratulate them, or even thank them for utilizing your products, or maybe tell a story on how they improved, or show a picture. On Friday, you can share candid photos of your business, feature one of your brand partners, or you can even just share a story about somebody in your family that did something great. And on Saturday, education about your product or something that's happened, maybe clinical, something like that. So those are some ideas. They're just ideas. You can certainly do whatever it is you want to do, but they're definitely ideas. And then the other thing that I think is something that sometimes we forget about is just, delivering happiness and positivity, and really talking about what this company, the philosophy of this company that you're with, and how it's changed your life, and why you are driven in your life, because you have these tools that you've learned. I was talking about it yesterday, and really and truthfully, when you go into, I don't know if anyone has looked for a job in the last year or two, but there's all sorts of companies out there besides Craigslist, where you can go on ZipRecruiter, you can go on Indeed, you can go on lots of these places, okay, that have ways of finding, let's say, a job or something like that. Or if you're an employer, you would post a job there. And, in looking at that kind of stuff, I noticed that there's all sorts of sales jobs out there, sales and marketing, public relations. There's hundreds of them, probably thousands of them, right? And some are commission based, some are not, some are commission plus a base, whatever. But what's interesting to me about all the jobs out there is that none of them, or very few of them, have the opportunity to teach somebody really how to build their own business. Those jobs are basically set up so that you can build somebody else's business. And the fact is that I always look at, this experience for me as really honing my skills in business, and learning how to deal with people, and learning how to benefit and create value for people. And one of the biggest values that we have is live happy. Live happy is something that isn't offered to most people every single day in their daily life, or in their office and things like that. And so this is something that I think is a key factor to people that just want to have community in their life, and to have some, happiness. And that live happy is a tool to really bring to your office environment, or the people around you, or your family, or your friends. So basically, that is my Zoom today. I wanted to remind anybody that's here on the West Coast, here in the San Fernando Valley, Santa Barbara, right around the 818-805 area code, that we are having a wonderful regional tomorrow, and then again next Saturday in Orange County. So I wanted to remind anybody, if you are out of our state and you want to send anybody, we'll be happy to take care of them for you and help them, in any way we possibly can. And so that is the Zoom today. I don't know if we have any questions or comments, but I'm open to you opening it up and maybe sharing with us today. Anybody? I must have silenced all of you. I don't know why. Does anybody have any comments?
This was awesome, Annie. Thank you.
It was terrific, Annie. Thank you so much. I screenshotted everything. Well, I don't don't have my reading glasses and I can't read the screen. So
I totally get it.
I
I
have to
totally
go
get
back and read everything later.
it. No, I totally get it.
Thank you
It's
so
so
much.
awesome. I was writing, so I couldn't even answer up. I was just still writing. Was very, very informative today. Thank you so much.
Well, good.
It was
I'm
wonderful. Thank you.
I'm really hoping that as a group we can all do some connecting with our customers, because I think that will really help.
Thank you so much, Annie. This is so helpful. That's something I really set as a goal for myself this month, was to really focus on my customers and how I can better serve them and all of that too. This was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you very soon. See you next week.
You too. Thank you.
Bye, Annie. Have a great weekend.
Bye,
Good weekend,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.